Let's face it, sometimes we don't hire the right person. Often, that results in cleaning up their mess. But in court, the consequences can be dire. Let's say you've hired the wrong lawyer. We're not talking about a lawyer that simply doesn't know what they're doing or lacks experience. We're talking about a lawyer whose bad conduct toward your case is deliberate and repeated. Used to be, that kind of behavior could get the case dismissed outright, a result that unfortunately punished the client more than the lawyer. Then came the Kozel case and changed all that. That's a Supreme Court case that said, where the attorney is responsible for a problem, not the client, the trial court shouldn't be so quick to dismiss the case. It should consider a less severe punishment. To do this, the trial court needs to hold an evidentiary hearing to find out who really is to blame and what punishment is appropriate. This has now come to be known as a Kozel hearing. The Supreme Court also came up with a list of things that the trial court should consider at this hearing. 1. Whether the attorney's disobedience is calculated and persistent. 2. Whether the attorney has any previous sanctions. 3. Whether or not the client was involved in the misconduct. 4. Whether the opposing party was hurt by the lawyer's actions, either through undue expenses, loss of evidence, or the like. 5. Whether the attorney could reasonably justify their actions. And 6. Whether the judicial process as a whole was adversely affected by the behavior. If, at the Kozel hearing, the trial court finds against you in all of these things, it would be right to go ahead and dismiss your case. If that happens, and if it's upheld on appeal, your only recourse might be to make a claim against your attorney. But even that won't help if the court found that you participated in the misconduct. But if your case gets dismissed for a procedural error or misconduct by your attorney without a Kozel hearing, you or your attorney, maybe your new attorney, will need to request one right away. If you don't move quickly, you may lose your right to get a lesser punishment and keep your case alive. Legal U, where you are your own best lawyer.